Democrats regret going full totalitarian on Elon Musk as they threaten to deport him. True. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. Get a t-shirt and a mug that says the same thing at our shop. Here's Jessica Tarlov.
So I really think that the Democrats made a big mistake shunning Elon Musk, who believes more in the same things that we do than the Republican Party.
She's actually delusional. She's not fully accurate on the information. It's not just that Democrats demonized Elon Musk. It's the entire party has fled from the normal center. They've gone so far to the left that they are unpalatable to Elon Musk and more. We're going to get into a little more of that toward the end of this episode. Here's Elon Musk's mom on Fox.
When I became a US citizen, of course, I was Democratic because they're the good, kind people who care about America.
Well, let's be honest. She probably hadn't met many Democrats at that point.
And then I would watch CNN and MSNBC and read the New York Times and, oh, wow, the Republicans are terrible. But then they'd also say Elon is terrible. And I'm thinking, why are they lying about Elon? When I resigned from the Democrats, I just felt such a relief that I'm not part of the party that's now malicious and dishonest.
They were malicious and dishonest about Elon, but they were telling lies about the Republican Party for most of my life. So it took her knowing her son was not malicious and evil to see who else were they malicious and evil about. And then she becomes a Republican. And now her son is one of the single most, not only the wealthiest and most powerful men in the world, but one of the biggest helpers of Donald Trump in this election. Imagine if all of his firepower, all of his money and enthusiasm and credibility was going to support Kamala Harris, like Mark Cuban, who has no credibility.
Musk's mom didn't ditch the Democrats any more than Elon Musk ditched the Democrats. The Democrats ditched them.
That's what I said.
The same way they ditched Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, Bill Ackman, all these other prominent independent Democrats.
I'll go further than that. RFK Jr., like these are like ancient Democrats. Is it Schellenberger and Matt Taibbi? These are even independents / Democrat that are going, I'm not voting for Kamala Harris. I'm not voting for censorship. People are terrified of her stand on censorship. That is normal people in the middle. I'll get into this a little bit more. It's not a huge victory or anything. It's just that everyone's waking up to what's happening. Is America, Kamala and Biden ran way to the left of what they campaigned on back in 2020.
This is not, Democrat or liberal. It's insanity. In the old days, you could be a Democrat because we never politicized crime. We all knew what law and order was. We didn't politicize biology. We knew what a girl and a boy was. We didn't politicize the border. We knew what a secure one is. We could all agree on these things.
The left used to agree with the right on those things. They were not political. The left invented them and made them political. When you open up the border, you create it. You can't then say, hey, let's all unite just like we used to be. We used to be united on the border. Well, that's because you used to agree with us. And then you did something insane. You politicized what should not be political at all. This is revealing the left as being so much farther to the left that even we in the center or center right, we didn't go anywhere. I did not become more right wing in the last 20 years.
He pointed out how now even censorship is a virtue among the left, disguising it as the fight against disinformation. This is something that old school liberals it turns their stomach.
And now they do. They all back up that Elon Musk must be punished. They're going to try to deport him. He has so many lawsuits against all of his companies, largely from Democrat institutions, that now they're not even for free speech anymore or a separation of church and state. I mean, your freedom to your creed, your freedom to what's rolling around in your head, they don't want you to have that freedom anymore. It must be demonized and investigated, all the way up to Christopher Wray, who investigated the Catholic Church. That is people of faith oppressed by their government. That's what the left stands for now. They moved the government into that new ground.
Tonight, which is whether or not there is a true realignment happening in the country and whether or not the diverse party is becoming the Republican Party with lots of Hispanic and Black voters, and whether or not the Democrat Party has become the party that is in favor of war.
They've taken on all kinds of stuff they don't believe in. By the way, this is why it's not even a victory to someone like me in the middle, because I'm going like, oh, yay, Trump won, but Trump's not a right winger. Trump's not a conservative. You don't get a big award for saying you're for free speech. That used to be the center. That used to be the boring cardboard middle. But now we have to get a huge presidential victory just to protect normal stuff. So it's not a huge, oh, Trump's dragging everything off to the right. No, he is just trying to establish, keep it from going too far from the left. And Exhibit A would be his position on abortion. He didn't drag the whole country into a pro-life position. He stuck a stake in the ground at what Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama believed back in 2008, but the lefties are going so far nuts now in full-blown you know what, that someone like me, I'm voting for a guy, Trump's the most pro-choice candidate I've ever put on the ballot. He's the most liberal candidate I've ever put on the ballot. And that's just because the left has gone so far to the left that the liberal, flaming left liberal has become the center. What they are is just beyond now.
But the other thing about censorship, when I heard Kamala Harris, the vice president, say that comment that Trump made should be disqualifying, I was like, wait, is that how that works? You get disqualified from running for something that you said in a free speech country.
Yeah, and that's Kamala Harris. She's running for president, and she said that. That's not cute. That's not funny. That's terrifying. And it's terrifying that half of America is going for her. I mean, this is insane.
I think all these calls for that should absolutely disqualify. They said on The View, I understand it. But when the vice president said it, I was a little surprised.
Everything goes back to The View.
And I think that Elon Musk needed arms opened to him and to have more conversations about the positive contributions like Starlink, which is absolutely incredible, saving people everywhere from North Carolina to Ukraine to Estonia.
There's a headline in the Bulwark that Elon Musk is a Russian asset, even as he fortified all of Ukraine with his Starlink internet access. So even the Bulwark, which are a bunch of never-Trumpers, are publicly lying now about Elon Musk.
I don't think that Twitter would be the way that it is now if we had been more embracing, and he certainly wouldn't be a top surrogate for Donald Trump.
No, I doubt it. That's not what did it. It's not that the left didn't embrace him. It's that the left outright attacked him with multi-level lawsuits, called him a Nazi. They're investigating him now for his help on the Trump campaign, though they would never investigate George Soros. I'm Doug in exile.